Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Depressed Hero, and this is Langrisser Mobile. It's been a little while since the Apex point matches have ended, and I skipped the last banner since it was all male characters and they are not needed for bonds. So now we're diving into this one. One thing I guess that was a little bit different about the previous banner was it only lasted for 3 weeks, I think, instead of the usual 4. So that was a little different. Anyway, before we dive into it, we're going to go ahead and go over the new exclusives. There are 2 new helmets, one for Christian and one for Gustav. Christian's is the Marquee hat, which gives defense and M defense, which is not terrible. Become immune to displacement, which is awesome. And then whenever she triggers something that prevents death, like her self-res, she automatically gets the Whisper's Higan Bana effect. So there are 3 different effects she can get whenever she triggers her, when she gets down to 0 effulgence. It's usually based off the number of allies and whether they're male or female. What this gear will provide is the one that you get if there are no allies around, which is actually probably the best one for her because it gives her self-healing. Anyway, it's not too bad. I replaced the Gaia helmet with this, so hopefully it's at least somewhat decent. And then for Gustav, hers is the Distant Echo. This will give plus HP, and while skills are on cooldown, she gets extra 10% extra hero damage. And then before entering battle, when attacked by a ranged attack, you'll deal fixed damage. Oh, honestly, this one's nothing too great. PvE-wise, it's okay to have the extra damage, I guess, but that's about it. Compared to a Tenyu headdress, though, you're probably better off with the Tenyu headdress. But this one's not like as bad as some of the other exclusives, so I went ahead and gave it to her anyway. Though I did have extremely bad luck with her enchants, trying to get HP and int on it. Anyway, hopefully that bad luck will make it so the summons don't go as too bad. In any case, for the summoning, we have the characters from Gintama. I can't remember the name of the anime, but we got Jintoki and then Kaiyura, I think it is. Both are really good. Jintoki is pretty ridiculous from what I've seen, but we really just want Kaiyura because she's a highly mobile, high damage bruiser type, which will be pretty helpful. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive right in. Whoa, that's different. Okay, got new animation for this. Okay, well that's different. Well, that was SSRs, or not, that was just SRs, so give me one moment, I forgot to get my notes. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, neat little new animation. Turn up my volume so I can hear it better. But yeah, essentially Jintoki, I would like to say he's kind of power corrupt Yusuke. Like he has an entire mechanic where he builds up stacks that makes him stronger and more durable, but he also has a way to get instantly max out his stats whenever an ally dies. So like Yusuke, when he came out, I'm expecting to see more characters that will bring summons so they can sacrifice them to essentially murder, go to max stats and then murder everything. But the big difference between him and Yusuke is the fact that if he has already done his action and he triggers that effect, he actually gets to act again, which is brutal. And of course, yeah, I believe he has a Sword Soul ability as well, and he's just pretty brutal. Well, I could say if I end up having bad luck here, I can blame it on Angelica. So that's what it's looking like right now. I think I'm at 70 summons. I kind of lost count because I was talking in junk. Okay. I don't think I had any pity, so... Or I don't think I had any carryovers from the previous banner, so I think this was 80 summons. Not great, but at least it wasn't pity. Alright, we got her, which is great. Let's see if anyone else? Kagura. I keep getting her mixed up with the other KA names. Anyway, descendant of the Yato clan, a girl with a big appetite in a race of the strongest warriors of the Yato clan in the universe. And that's just being modest. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep pulling and see if I can get anything. Because I do want to use her, so I would like to get multiple copies. But of course it's a bit risky, because obviously I could get Jinkut Toki instead. And then there's of course future banners I still need to prepare for. Okay, 30 summons, that's not bad. Alright, Jintoki. Leader of Odd Jobs, a jobless middle-aged man with wavy hair and a sugar addiction, and the soul of a samurai. I read some of the manga, but I wasn't really into it, to be honest. Alright, a temple. Okay, another Kagura. So at least she's now 4 stars. Alright. So let's see if I get punished for being greedy. New animation looks cool, but it feels slow. Looks like we're on our way to pity. That's alright. Nope, just short. I think that was 80 summons. Another Kaigura. I'm gonna keep mispronouncing her name because of all the other KA names. Alright, I'm gonna keep going. So 3 Kaguras and 1 Jintoki so far. I think the rate is about average right now. Though that may change with this one. The next banner, I believe it's all female characters. I believe it's the Portal Lady and the Lightbringer. So that one will be a bit safer to pull on. And I definitely want to max out some of those. We're at 70. So at this point, I think we're going below average on our rate. That's okay. Can't win them all. Alright, this time I think we're gonna hit pity. Because I think this is what, 90 summons? Alright. Yep, so pity. And the last of my vouchers. Let's see if it was worth it. Off banner. Was it off banner Vincent? Yep. Well. That isn't the end of the world. That's actually on rate. Essentially a 1 in 5 chance that you'll have off banner. And that was my 5th SSR. All right. That's within 30 summons. Okay. Alright. We'll call it good. I was going to stop once I got my second Jintoki. Alright, well, I gave this a little bit of a head start with Kagura. I could use some of my spare... what do you call them? Are they in here? Well, those puzzle piece things. But in any case, let's go ahead and go to the hero thing real quick. I'll off-screen level her up in a bit. We'll do Jintoki first. So yeah, when an allied unit is attacked, gain a stack of Soul of the Samurai, increases attack and damage and reduces damage taken. Stack him up to 4 times. Upon reaching 4 stacks, he goes into a state where he gets plus 2 mobility, and his damage dealt increases by 30%. And he gets First Strike. If an ally dies, he automatically gets 4 of those stacks and goes into that mode, and gets an act again. Can only trigger once per turn, but that's more than enough. Oop, didn't mean to exit. Alright. Kagura. So we're halfway to a 5-star at least. Right, when entering battle, gets an attack and defense boost. After actively attacking, gain a hunger stack. Stack up to 7 times. Upon reaching 5 stacks, she becomes super hungry and gets -1 mobility and last strike. And then, even if she doesn't attack, there is a percentage chance of gaining hungry. At 6 stars, it becomes 50%. So generally, you want to use her early so she can murder someone before she gets hungry. Anyway, I will be right back. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and do this. So Kagura has access to cavalry as well as her spear class. Her spear class has more health and more defense, while the cav class has technically more mobility and more magic defense. Alright. And as for troop choices, there's some variety, I guess you can say. There's Griffin Knights, Angels, Unicorns, and then Amazon Champions, and Bone Dinos aren't that bad either. I'm going with Griffin Knights mainly because I'm using Tiamat's Blessing, which requires me to use mixed units to get the magic damage reduction. Apex Boots because I'm using Spear class, and then Fury of Tyr, which goes well with her 3C once I get it. And then, of course, Routing of Light, which also goes really well, because her 3C allows her to move 4 spaces, which means she can get 8% extra damage, as well as trigger the Guard Disable, on top of everything else. Alright, so Awakening. If you dare touch my vinegar seaweed, you'll not see the light of day, Aru. Alright. Yeah, it's good I didn't go Spears. Alright. Right now, I have all of her exclusive abilities. She has Gorge, which allows her to dispel 2 debuffs and remove 5 stacks of Hungry, as well as heal herself for 80%. And Hunger will not be triggered that turn. Punch and Kick is kind of her primary damage attack, 1.8 times damage, which is insane. Before battle, nullifies enemy armor skills for 2 turns, excluding max HP, of course. And obviously I'll do a different debuff if it's against monsters. If the unit has less than 3 stacks of Hungry, it'll also stun the enemy before battle, and then after battle, reduce the enemy's healing effects by 50% and can't be dispelled. Really strong. Alright, and then her Umbrella Gun, which is 2 range, 1.5 times damage. If attacking an adjacent enemy, applies a displacement effect, so if you're attacking in close range, it'll push people. And if you're less than 3 stacks, you'll have First Strike. Alright. I didn't really look at her other skills. To be honest, you usually are not going to be using her other skills. Essentially, Umbrella Gun's going to get replaced with the 3C, and that's pretty much what everyone runs with. Alright, this is actually a little dangerous, simply because if she gets too many stacks of Hunger, it's going to be a problem. Also, he's up to 4 stacks and he's now in his super mode. Alright, we'll go in with oh yeah, there's also the free unit is going to be Shinpachi, who isn't really that great. Didn't get killed. So yeah, that combo was rough. Alright, well, what I can do at the very least is heal myself and get the hunger stacks off. Nom 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 nom. Alright. And then hope I can win this battle. I don't think I can. Oh wait, I forgot stun. Okay, that takes care of that. Because yeah, I think he had first strike. So yeah, a bit cheeky. Jintoki went first, but since Shinpachi died, he actually got an act again and immediately hit me. All right. I will never again give in to my fighting instincts. Their purpose is to help me protect the ones I love. Okie dokie. She went with Endura instead. Okay. Gods. Not really sure how to react to this particular battle. Let's see, 6 block 8 range. Reduces. Okay. That isn't too bad. Okay. So I'm trying to do here is just limit the options for the line AoEs. Nom 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 nom. Oh yeah, Shinpachi's gimmick is he can put up a bunch of debuffs. And your position sucks. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can do this. That should disable your guard. Of course, you're now in first strike mode. But now I can go up here and stun you. Not bad. Yeah, with all those stacks, he's actually kind of dangerous. Let's just make sure he dies. Who's she gonna attack? Oh, well that makes that decision pretty easy. Oh, I forgot he had Umbrella Gun. displaces himself. That's actually pretty funny. Nice. Wee. I think I had first strike. No, I don't. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Oh, I did that in the wrong order. You know what? I'll just clock that. So what we can do here is... Okay, didn't need it. But yeah, if I had failed to get killed there, I could have thrown my pet there to get killed and get the act again. So I didn't really need to use the clock, but whatever. Alright. Instinctive, whatever that's called. Instinctive Inspiration. Alright. So with that, when this unit does not have So Hungry, normal attack damage increases by 20% and they recover 30% of HP before actively entering battle. The active effect, this unit gains a 20% increased attack as well as immunity and fighting instinct. Damage dealt increases by 30% and physical damage taken reduced by 30%. After using an active skill to deal damage, the cooldown is reduced by 5 turns, lasts for 2 turns, can move 4 additional blocks again after using, can't be dispelled, cannot gain hungry. After the status ends, you get 3 stacks of hungry. So yeah, essentially you use this, and then you ram into them with punch and kick, and that gets automatically refreshed, and then you can follow up with the second one. Her other skills are really... I mean, she has frontal assault and stuff, but literally there's no reason not to use these skills here. So yeah, that's everything. So there you go, Kagura at 4 stars. I intend on using her, I just need to figure out who to swap out. I think I said I was going to swap out Narm for it. Other than that, I think there's the new guild the guild takeover territories minigame. I think that's out now again. I've been catching up on all my covenants finally, mainly just to get orbs so I can actually upgrade my covenants. This was also mainly so I can do Ragnarok of the Realms properly. For the most part, I don't really care about doing all of them. I just care about getting enough to get all 5 of these Twilight Auroras. But for those who do care, here we go. This is what I used for Dark Corridor. Pretty much all you need is a bunch of high movement to upgrade Odin's attack, and then just have Odin one-shot the boss over and over again while she hovers in the corner. So really you just need to be strong enough to get that first kill, and then after that Odin can pretty much take care of everything else. And then this one I had some trouble with because my Frigg is not fully built yet. But you can essentially, with long range, you can actually avoid majority of the mechanics involving the minions. I ended up having to kill a few minions just to get some space to actually breathe. But beyond that, I was barely able to get enough turns to actually kill the boss. And then this last one, with a fully upgraded Thor, you can pretty much just wail on the boss, and even during the defensive phase, and then finish him off in the actual attack phase. What's interesting about this one is you have an ally that's invulnerable, or can't die rather, and as long as you have at least one character in your reserves, the battle won't end. So essentially, what some of the gameplay footage I went off of, what they did was they would, wail on him in the first phase, and then let themselves get wiped out, leaving only like 2 or 3 characters in the reserves, and then just passing turn until Thor was ready to be resummoned, and then jumping in and finishing the battle that way. One thing to note though is if you do run out of units, even if you have Thor still out, or any Covenant still out, you will still get a game over. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this banner. I think we're still in Apex. Yes, I think we're still in Apex, but I think that's finishing up this following weekend, and then after that, I don't know if there's going to be a delay or not until the next round of point matches, which is going to be hell because Jintoki is going to be around. But Jintoki is probably going to be my new ban because I can handle Wedham, but Jintoki is going to be an issue with all the... Because just all it takes is Jintoki and someone with summons to really get him going. Anyway, I am The Depressed Viewer. This was Langrisser Mobile. I'll see you guys next time.